Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube channel, and it is Christmas, so this is the Christmas special. I don't necessarily know what I'm going to be talking about today, but I figured I'll just come on here and we would wing it, because it's Christmas, and we're going to have a bit of fun. Now, people have been noticing that I've been doing these shorts on YouTube, and also Instagram. I've been dual posting to Instagram as well, because I wanted to get some sort of holiday thing going on. So I was like, you know what, I should probably do a few things. And I was focusing on these sort of movies here. Now, there was one I didn't mention during all my reviews, and that was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Obviously, Chevy Chase. National Lampoon's movies are very big. This is a very big one around Christmas time. So I'll put that at the top. But there are so many, that actually looks terrible because the reflection's on it. But, there are so many Christmas movies to go through. Like Lethal Weapon it doesn't get a mention as much as like Die Hard, but I really have a problem with that because Lethal Weapon, I watched it last night, and this one screams Christmas all the way through it. Like, you see the cops practicing Christmas carols. Obviously, the Christmas trees are everywhere in this movie because it is Christmas time. Obviously, even in the end fight scene with Gary Busey and Mel Gibson. This screams Christmas, and there is all Christmas themes throughout this. So I'm considering that a Christmas movie. And Lethal Weapon is one of the good Christmas movies, as is Die Hard. Obviously, we all know about Die Hard. It is in Christmas to Hans Gruber falls out of Nakatomi Plaza. We all know that. Home Alone, needless to say, everyone goes towards Home Alone each year. Everyone picks Home Alone up and watches it. And actually, Macaulay Culkin has said he calls it Macaulay season, which is actually in line with what I would expect. Because, Macaulay season, everyone watches it. It's like Mariah Carey season, it would make sense. It's a Wonderful Life I showed cased on one of the videos. This is probably the most watched Christmas movie of all time, just in terms of overall views throughout the years. So when I look at It's a Wonderful Life, it's something that has been out since, what, 47? And people have just watched it over and over again. Now, Home Alone might have something to say about that, but I mean, you could also argue Miracle on 34th Street, I believe it's called. You could argue that one as well, but there's a lot of Christmas movies that could have claim at the title. I reckon It's a Wonderful Life could have a really good claim at that title. I also showcased Bad Santa because I feel we need to have a look at anti-heroes, and I mentioned those in the shorts. So like, anti-hero Christmas movies became a real big thing for a while where, even Elf, you could say, was a anti-hero Christmas movie. Even How the Grinch Stole Christmas was, there were so many anti-hero movies of like, yeah, it's so the bad guys, you need to cheer for the bad guys. And I did compare it to heel wrestling because you look at wrestling and heels in wrestling and you kind of want to cheer for the bad guy. The Grinch definitely has that vibe to it, old school wrestling to it. And I compared Elf, for example, and Bad Santa to Rowdy Roddy Piper. And, I make everything about wrestling. I am wearing a Stone Cold shirt. This is the one that, let's go back a bit. This is the one that, I believe CM Punk wore when he done the promo on the stage, I don't know if I can say the actual term. I'm very careful with saying actual terms, but, his infamous pipe promo. I can't say the word. I'm serious. Like, I'm very cautious of this stuff. But, yeah, I, I've lost my train of thought. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of want to cheer for the bad guys in movies, and you want to kind of get into it. Like, obviously, I mean, I wasn't cheering for Gary Busey, but classic, people cheer for Hans Gruber at some points because Alan Rickman's so good at it on Die Hard. But there are so many Christmas movies that get forgotten around this time of year. I believe mention some in the comments. I'll let you guys jump in the comments and do that. But there are so many that just get overlooked, like even Miracle on 34th Street I mentioned. That's something that very often, like, it gets mentioned around this time. Like Polar Express also gets mentioned. There are so many Christmas movies, and often there's so many that just gets overlooked around this time of year. I mean, these are the go-tos, and many people go to these. Home Alone especially is the big one. Not Miracle. It's a Wonderful Life. Obviously, Die Hard. Everyone has got into this big sort of vibe of Die Hard. But as I said, if you're going to say Die Hard is a Christmas movie, you have to have Lethal Weapon in there because Lethal Weapon screams Christmas as well. It's got Christmas themes throughout, and even the last scene of that movie is Christmas related. You can't say it's not Christmas. It's a Christmas movie. Yes, it's an action, but it is a Christmas movie. If you're going to say Die Hard is, you have to say Lethal Weapon is. But yeah, it's been a good year this year. Like, bringing people together on Christmas. I I have filmed a bunch of videos, so you're going to see after this video where I start posting the next couple of days, you're going to see me with the Mick Foley shirt on still, because I've batch shot a couple of videos, one of which is the American Pie review. I've got it up there. Where is it in the video? It's behind the Christmas tree, so it's like there, right behind the Christmas tree. But I filmed the American Pie 4K review, so that will be up at some point in the next couple of days. I also did, let me move the battery pack real quick without turning that off. I also did my yearly totals for the Blu-ray video, so that's coming out at some point in the next couple of days, maybe before New Year's, definitely before New Year's. And then I've also got the DVD and VHS totals, which are one video. I've put the VHS in that one. So keep an eye out for them if you're watching the channel. I will be posting them in the next couple of days. And yeah, another Christmas, guys. And sorry if not everyone on my channel celebrates Christmas. I know there are some people who support other religions and may not celebrate it at all. So happy holidays, I will say, regardless of whatever you celebrate, whether you celebrate or not. Happy holidays. And it is cool that, I know people were saying with my last video when I posted how I became a YouTuber in 2024, like, dude, you have 3.9 thousand subscribers. You're not successful. It's about perspective to the people who are saying that. Like, yes, to you, 100,000 might be successful. To me, like 1,000 was successful, you know? To me, 100 was successful. Like, people pulling up to listen to me is insane, and I think that's pretty cool. So, to me, successful is, it's all about the perspective of it. My perspective, it is successful that people listen to me and want to watch my videos and find me hypnotic to listen to. Like, that is cool. And I am working on some stuff in the new year. I mentioned a few projects, like I want to try to get the CRT project up and running, but I have hit a major setback on that project where my Surface Go has officially broken, and I've had to throw it out because it was pretty bad, and it wasn't like anything bad, like too bad, but the battery was inflating, and also it was probably at the end of its life, so I just decommissioned it, you know, decommissioned the RAM and the CPU. But at that point, the card is dead, so the board is dead at that point once I've decommissioned those. So I am going to get a new computer, and then I'll continue ripping my DVDs, but for now, I've only got what I've ripped so far. I do have Macs that can do it, but I don't really like to do that on the Mac, because Mac gets a bit picky when you're doing stuff like that. So I am working on the project. It is a setback temporarily. I will get back to it in the new year when I get a new Windows PC. But for right now, I'm only using my Macs and my MacBook and my Mac Mini and so on, which is a bit difficult to do that project with. I'm also working on that long-term one that I mentioned about Facebook, about, you know, getting off having Meta verified, and I'm going to look at the stats. I've been posting daily on there at the moment because of the Christmas stuff, but over the next month or so, I'm going to start posting more regularly to Instagram and really testing it out. Now, there are little things in there where I got a bit of an extension, so I tried to cancel, and they extended me, so it was kind of interesting. And I was like, okay, I'm still going to cancel at this point, but I will take the extra month. So they extended it out and said, okay, instead of paying in January, you will pay in February, or now that I've cancelled it, your subscription will end in February. So it's going to be interesting to look at that when I do that video. I'm going to see how the stats look. Obviously, at the end of it, I'm just looking at the stats, and I want to know how the metrics look, how many people follow my channel, how many people looked at it, how many people found my videos, did it increase my viewership? Like, these are all little things I'm going to look at. I screenshotted it all before I actually started the video, or started like working on the project. So I'm going to compare the stats at the end of it and see how it did. There is also a little note of I'm officially pulling the plug on TikTok. So I know a lot of people on this channel found me through TikTok. I know that I was doing TikTok very regularly before I was doing YouTube. But I did put up a post on TikTok the other day just mentioning that where I see TikTok at the moment is you need to be paying to play, and essentially they will abandon your video in hopes that you will pay to promote that video. So I've seen potentially viral videos. Like, I did promote a couple here and there just to see if my theory was correct. And once I paid for it, I watched my videos go viral. I watched that video I paid for go viral. And I'm like, okay, so what you're telling me is that you will hold back viral videos to try to get a payment. I understand, like, that's business have to make money. But why is it that Instagram and YouTube and even Twitch and all that, I haven't got a Twitch right now, but, I've seen organic growth on there from other creators. Why do other platforms not employ the same business model? So I questioned it, and even my last one was I posted the bad Santa Christmas video. And I was like, you know what? I will just test this. It got to about 19, 20 likes or whatever, but at the end of the day, that one should have done a lot better than it did, especially with the Christmas themes. And it just showed me that TikTok essentially just see me as a cash cow. And I was like, no, well, I'm officially pulling the plug, and I won't be back on TikTok from, I wanted to do this silently, but I'm just going to announce it. From not January 1st, December 31st, I will be deleting my TikTok. It will be gone. I am done with TikTok. I'm done trying to convince them that their business model is outdated and that they're not looking after small creators. I have screamed about it before. I have told them about it. I have reached out for feedback. I've tried to talk to them. And at the end of the day, they're just like, we can't do anything. Sorry. Maybe you should just wait for an update. Or maybe I should just delete my profile. And then it can be banned by the Australian government. I don't care at that point. But, at this point, it is sad that I'll be deleting my profile, but I just don't see value in it anymore. I just feel like they're not looking after small creators. And what really annoys me about TikTok is that they will try to... They won't give me organic growth. I get that. They want to see me as payment. They want me to pay and to get that growth by payment. But then that also messes with metrics, because then it's like, did my video do well because it is organic, or is it because I paid for it and they gave me a bunch of bots or whatever? I don't know. But then the stuff I see go viral on there is oftentimes, and there's no easy way to say this, but I will find videos on there, especially lives, where people will be showing stuff, and I get it. Everyone's got to make a living. I know people call it spicy or whatever. I know all the terms. But it seems like that's the type of stuff that TikTok want to actively push on a platform that's mainly meant to aim at younger audiences. Seems a bit odd. Like, I'm doing reviews about Christmas movies and they won't push it. And sorry, this isn't meant to be a rant, but yeah, from December 31st, I will be deleting my TikTok. It won't be there anymore. There will be no access to those videos. So if you want to go save them or go follow them or whatever. But at this point, I'm pulling the plug on TikTok because I have a problem with the way they do business, and that just means I'm not going to be able to do business with them. It's just something that I don't see value in that platform going forward, which is why I've been actively screaming for the past couple of months. Follow the Instagram in the description, because I am going to be focusing on Instagram. There is going to be almost daily posts when I get around to it. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be straight from January 1st, but at a certain point in January, I'm going to flick the switch and try to come up with content. And here's a little spoil, or like a little preview. Like, I might take Jaws off the shelf and I might grab that and say, well, the shark didn't work for most of that movie. It'll be mostly 3-minute videos, but I'm going to try to, like, give movie facts or, like, background on movies or stuff like that. Stuff that people would find fun, That's what I'm going to be doing on Instagram. And Jeffy's doing recommendations, so I don't really want to intrude on Filmers at Home stuff. I don't want to do what Jeff's doing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do movie background, movie facts, movie little things that you wouldn't know. I'm going to try that out. And so, yeah, Instagram's going to be where it is. That's going to be my main social media. I am going to keep an eye on that other one, the butterfly one. I forget what it's called, Bluesky, I believe it's called. At the moment, it's still growing, so I'm going to wait and see how that grows over the next couple of months. I might start using it more, I might not. I don't know. But, yeah. Christmas is kind of interesting. It's kind of an interesting holiday because, we're all... I mean, I saw my views go down because we're all spending time with our families. I get it. Like, I'm just making these videos as a routine because there are going to be people who don't have that outlet to go to a family or whatever on a Christmas. So if I can, like, supply them with some happiness talking about movies, like, it just makes sense for me to do these videos, even if I have to tape them. Like, this one I'm taping on the Tuesday, so it's Christmas Eve. And obviously I filmed some more videos earlier this week that has Mick Foley's shirt on, so as I said, there's going to be more videos coming out that look similar to the ones that I did in the shorts, so that is why you'll see it kind of switch back for a while. And then I won't wear this for more than one video, because this one is kind of a special one. This is the Christmas one. But, you know, I'm going to continue doing these, and I might do a New Year special, I don't know, we'll see. But we'll figure it out, you know? That's the thing about the channel, we figure this stuff out as we go along, and yeah. I hope that I continue bringing you joy with me talking, I don't know, I never figured I would find an audience on here, and I just love that. As I said, people said, dude, Jamie, you have 3,900 subscribers. You are not successful. And I'm like, perspective? I am successful. To me, that is a lot of subscribers. It's not 100,000. It's not 100 million like PewDiePie, you know? It's not that. But it is something to me that is significant. So, yeah, to me, that is a significant thing. And I love that 3,900 people have taken time out of the day to hit that subscribe button. It makes me feel like my stuff is connecting, and it makes me feel like, I don't know, it just makes me feel the love from my community around me and the fans that click on these videos. The ones who followed me from TikTok to YouTube. The ones who follow me from YouTube to Instagram back to YouTube, you know? The ones who follow me to Jamie Toomey News, you know? There are so many things I'm doing at the moment where I'm trying to extend the brand, but also, like, I'm trying to do stuff that, you know, Jamie Toomey News might do a bit newsy stuff that might not work on this channel, because this one, YouTube recognizes this channel as a niche one of, like, physical media. And if I start doing news reports on here, it'll be like, oh, we don't know what to do with this video. Whereas if I have a channel set up straight out of the gate like that, it'll say, oh, we know how to handle this video. It's just like the rest of your videos. And there is going to be wrestling reports on there. I've decided that I am going to bring back, it's going to be called the Wrestlers Report. There will be some videos around wrestling on that channel, the news channel. So it's not going to be called Wrestlers, but there are going to be things I'm calling the Wrestlers Reports, where I'll talk about, I've got a film about AEW giving up on Rampage. And also I will talk a bit more about AEW moving to a smaller venue. Obviously, they're not doing it at Suncorp Stadium in Australia. They're doing it at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre, which is a much smaller venue, which the WWE runs for house shows. So I will talk about that at some point, and yeah, I don't know how I'm going to film it, because I don't want to come on here and just be negative towards AEW. I want to do it in a very neutral way that gives them benefit of the doubt. Like, you know, Tony, it's during a down period at the moment. It's understandable that they'll focus in on Dynamite, and I think they still have Collision. I haven't watched AEW in a moment, but, you know, it's given that, you know, with the new deals in place with Warner and that, they would want to focus on getting the main product, the main flagship in line before they go putting their time into Rampage. So there was going to be a WrestleOz report on Jamie Toomey News. I'm bringing back WrestleOz in some capacity. And yeah, we'll see how that news channel develops over the next couple of months. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly with it, but there's going to be little bits. It's going to be a mixture of, like, different little things that I'll consider news. And, you know, physical media is still going to be physical media, you know. I don't call this the physical way anymore, but it's still going to be Jamie Toomey Presents, you know. And yeah, we're at 18 minutes, and as I said, I'm filming this with the front camera, so, you know, that's why I keep looking at the screen, because I can just see my beautiful self here. And hopefully I give you some joy just listening to me on Christmas, and maybe you find this closer to the New Year, maybe you find this in next year, maybe you don't see this until 6 months down the line. Whenever you watch, wherever you watch. I'm just grateful that you have found me and that you have taken your time to watch this video, and I'm so grateful for that. And yeah, thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching if you have, thank you for everything. And if you want to watch some more, I'll curate some videos over here. I don't know what I'm going to put there yet, but I'll put something, and maybe you'll be interested in those. If not, thanks for watching. Follow the Instagram, maybe watch some videos, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.